The half nets of the Solway estuary have been in use for nearly 1,000 years. The name half net, like the method of fishing, was imported from Scandinavia and is only practiced now in one place in Britain, the Solway Firth. Half net men stand in the water up to the chest sometimes, so they need to be well insulated with ultra warm clothing. Here at Bonus, the men are getting ready to enter the water before the high tide begins to flow in. The gear they carry, including a half net, weighs about 40 pounds, so this is a job for the strong and the healthy, as they may be standing in the water for as much as 2 or 3 hours at each tide. It's a long walk to the fishing depth, but once there, the fishermen move together slowly a few yards at a time as the tidal water rises. This is Walter Graham in the yellow oilskin, and Walter painted the watercolour you saw in the opening title. Half net men have a wonderful opportunity standing there to see nature in all its glory. The scenery changes by the minute, and there are birds of all kinds flying up and down the estuary. For the lover of wildlife, fishing is the perfect pastime.
We're here at Bonus on Solway on the bank holiday Monday, the 25th of August. And we're going to do a spot of salmon fishing with a half net in the Solway Firth. The cameraman is Mr. George Tinkler, and he's going to follow us out there and get some good shots of his fishing, but he's only got his low shoes on, so he's going to get quite wet. So come on George, we're off.
You can see by the cooling towers in the background that this is not a recent film, but the Solway itself changes little over the years. The men enter the water separately, but once in the fishing area they join together in an unbroken line to make an effective trap for any salmon entering the estuary.
Sample of fish them, like, that's clear.
They have just caught the 3 salmon today, but on many days they catch nothing at all.
Went to Foster's on the way home.
Oh God. And on other days they can catch 3 or 4 fish each man.
I'll see you on Monday. Take care of yourself. Right on.
Monday morning, aye, okay.
All the best.
I'll drink your health at the airport.
That's your dad's tea.
I'll be having an some.
That's it. We'll let you have a big pie as well. You're all left for the chicken legs, just the bones left.
Would you like to say a word for Border Television before the end of the season?
It's finished.
Is that your final word?
That's the final word on the matter.
Tell us about Bonus on Solway, Will.
It's the most lovely place in the world, but don't tell anybody else.
So next time you have a salmon for tea, just think of the immense effort that goes into catching them. You'll enjoy it all the better.